What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about overall stock market. But before we dive into this video, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, and if you like this kind of content, drop a like. That really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you find my videos are helpful and you want to get more access with me throughout the day, get all my real-time buy and sell alerts, whatever I do throughout the day, I share all that in my Discord. Make sure to check out the Patreon and the Discord. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And now let's dive right into the market and see what the market did today. Dow was up 0.5% on the day. Nasdaq was up 0.21%, and also S&P was up 0.59% on the day. And if you look at these groups, energy on top, communication services, utilities, basic material, and real estate. Also on bottom, healthcare, technology, and consumer cyclical. And if you look at this weekly performance, same thing, technology on bottom, consumer cyclical, energy on top, financial, and utilities. And look at this map, everybody. Google was up 1.68%, was getting extremely oversold. Amazon also up almost 2% on the day. Meta is also up. Microsoft slightly up on the day, and Apple down 0.28% on the day. Tesla down 1.75%. We got a massive sell-off here on Tesla. And yesterday we saw on Thursday market going down big, especially Nasdaq, because of Tesla going down 8% in one day. And now we're going to look at S&P 500 ETF SPY. On SPY, if you look at my screen, yesterday we saw a massive push to the downside. We finally took out the support 378. But if you look at my screen, we got extremely oversold, and also we found a lot of buyers at that level. Came back up over 378 end of the day, and also over 380. We closed at 380.72 yesterday. And same thing today. So if we were going to go down here on SPY and make new 52-week lows right now, here's the thing, guys. Everybody thinks right now that market is going to crash. Well, market is going to possibly crash at some point, or we're going to see a deeper pullback, I would say. I just don't think that when people are thinking that market is going to crash, market is actually going to crash. When people are not thinking about crash and thinking about a breakout going into bull market, that's when the market will actually crash. As of right now, all I see a short-term bounce here on SPY, and that is possible going into next week early, if not the following week, which would be January 2023. And I think that is coming, because if we are going to go down and make new lows or possibly break 378, I mean, look at this. 1 day, 2 days, 3, and even today, exactly on the dot, 378, low for the day with low volume, still went back up, found buyers, went above 380, and now actually green sitting at 383 almost, holding 382 as a support, blue line 5 SMA. So I think there is more juice left in the tank. And we could possibly see SPY going up to 387-ish to fill this gap up here where we gap down. And also possibly even retest 390. And if we can get above 390, we can possibly talk about 393 to even 396 to fill this gap up here. And that is possible before going down and making new 52-week lows. And also, guys, who knows? In that process, we might even retest this resistant trend line up here, which is sitting right around 400 to 402 at this moment. So going into next week, critical support to watch would be 380 and also 378. And that is the level I'm looking at. So far, we're holding 378 as a support. We also have support now at 382 because of this blue line 5 SMA. We closed over this blue line 5 SMA finally on this daily chart. So 382 breaks, 380, 378. To the upside, we have resistance at 386, 388, 390, 393, and then all the way up to 396 to fill the gap on top. To the downside, Soon as we break 378, that's when you gotta go puts, you wanna short, you wanna hedge, whatever you wanna do. Below 378, we're not going up. Market will come down, SPY will possibly make a new 52-week low. And now we're going to look at triple Q. On triple Q, we cannot get above 268, and now we're sitting just under the resistance 268. We need to get over 268. If that happens, then watch out for 270 to even possibly going all the way up to 277, and who knows, maybe even 280. Below 268, we have support at 263.80, and below that, we could be coming all the way back down to 260 and possibly make a new 52-week low. Now, SPY actually sitting above 5 SMA on this daily chart, and here we got a different story here on triple Q. We cannot even get above 268. So if the rally comes next week or the following week, we need to get above 268, and above that, we can possibly see triple Q going all the way up to 270 to even 277, 280 in the short term. And now we're going to look at DIA. So DIA is still stronger than all the indices, and because of Boeing, it's still going, guys. And another one, Caterpillar, it's up, and Boeing, Caterpillar going up, green pretty much every day now. And Dow is also up. I mean, yes, we got a pullback from 347.43, but it's not a massive pullback. If we look at triple Q, we almost got down to the lows that we made just a couple months ago, that new 52-week low. But DIA holding. I mean, look at this. Where is 285 and where this thing is sitting? 332. Still up a ton. Now going into next week, I mean, if you look at right here, I mean, it's not a clear one, but we might be forming some sort of a bear flag here on DIA. That is not valid. If we can get up to, I would say, 340, and we can hold that as a support. Also, if you look at my screen, now we're holding 5 SMA on the daily chart as a support, 330. So going into next week, Tuesday, 330 would be a support level. Below that, we also have 328.67 and then 326, which we held last 4 days. Above 330, resistance level to watch, 333, 336, 340. And now we're going to look at IWM. And IWM finally sitting above blue line 5 SMA, 173. So going into next week, that would be a huge support level. Below that, we could be coming all the way back down to 170, where we held yesterday. Above 173, we also have resistance right here, right around 175. If that breaks, 176.68 all the way up to 178 to even 180 possible here on IWM going into next week. And now we're going to look at VIX. And end of the video, I'm going to show you guys something why people think crash is here. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you guys something end of the video here on SPY. On VIX, we're down 5% on the day, and just like I said before, if that rally comes next week or the following week, we're going to see VIX coming all the way back down to 19, and that's where I'll be going short in the market. And that's why I'm waiting, because this thing is still holding over $20. Right now it's sitting just above 20, but also sitting under 21.35, 5 SMA on this daily chart. So going into Tuesday, watch this resistance right here, 21.36 to be exact. Below that, we could be coming all the way back down to 20, and under 20, watch out for $19. 21.36 breaks, 5 SMA on this daily chart. VIX running higher, back up to 22, 23, and big breakout will happen above 25. And now we're going to look at dollar. On dollar, we're actually flat on the day, and this thing is just cruising right here at 104, holding that as a support. So 104 is going to be a big level. Below that, watch out for 103 and then 102. To the upside, we have resistance at 105, and above 105, dollar could be moving even higher all the way up to 106. And let me show you guys what's happening here with SPY on that quarterly chart. So here on SPY, I have this quarterly chart opened up, and a lot of people are going back like 50 years back here in the market. Well, we don't need that, because if you look at my screen, we had this bearish cross to the downside back in 2001, 2002 right here, and we saw market selling off for a couple of years up until I would say right here, end of 2004. We got that bullish cross to the upside, and then we saw market recovering and going back up. Then we also had that 2008 financial crisis, and we saw the MACD crossing to the downside. We saw the sell-off slowly and then rapidly continued all the way down to, I mean, look at this. SPY was sitting at 123, and then it was down to 100, and then another $50 off from there. So sell-off can happen, and this was coming once again, nothing to do with anything else. Since then, I would say end of, or actually beginning of 2011, we got that bullish cross to the upside, and look at this run, guys. Insane run for months, for years, keep going up. I mean, look at this insanity, guys. From $53, almost 500, 472. And look at this insanity right here. RSI was up here at 88.90. And if you're telling me market is coming down and this is a crash, well, that's just how the market works. This is not a crash. Nothing is happening. It's all normal. And if you traded back in the days, which I did, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if you look at this daily chart and all that, it doesn't look like we're coming down that much. SPY is down about $100 from the top, but this can play out, and that's why a lot of people are bearish in the market. But you gotta wait. Now, if you look at this daily chart, so we go back here on that COVID crash, I would say to the downside, we could possibly see SPY making a new 52-week low. I'm not predicting 200 yet. I think we're going to see the levels of 330, 325 here. And if that gives up, possibly flat 300. We did a lot of trading right here, right around 300. And that is going to be the next level. Once we get down to, I would say, 325, 330, and that breaks, then we talk about this support 300, and then possibly even retesting, I would say, COVID lows comes in. Not right now. People are predicting right now SPY going to 200. Well, you got to take 1 day, 1 month, 1 week at the time. Let the price action do all the talking and watch the support level. As SPY makes a new 52-week low, then we can talk about 330, 325, 300, and then possibly 200. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great night. Happy holidays to everyone.